review of 2024 and then talk about the exciting things happening for this October. And then we'll open it up for questions and so forth. So
this year we have something to sell. Last year it was a vision. And so I think our job selling was a little easier this year, but the community, the corporate community, really embraced this tournament and see the vision we all had and what it could do for Little Rock and Central Arkansas. We're proud to have all of our, we call Arkansas champions, back again this year, and we're also adding one. The Arkansas champions are really what it takes to put on a tournament like this. Without their support, we wouldn't be sitting here tonight.
Michael, obviously it takes a lot more than just sponsorship too. That we need a lot of other support from the community. Could you talk about that?
Absolutely. Outside of the sponsorship, this event really does not happen without the support of over 900 volunteers that we have signed up that give their time to really make this a success. And I'd like to recognize a handful of our volunteer committee and division chairs that we have in attendance with us today. They're an integral part of what we do, and they work year-round to help things come together and ensure that all of our committees are filled. And without our volunteers, we cannot have this event. Community support is what drives the PGA Tour Champions event. We're extremely lucky to be here in Little Rock and share in this exciting event that makes the whole city. We have an event of our own here. We're super excited about that.
Some of you may not realize, and now let's talk about players for a second. The PGA Tour and the PGA Tour Champions has an award, an annual award each year called the Players Award. And it's an award that the players themselves vote on, and they pick what they feel was the best tournament of the year. We were very fortunate last year to earn that award in our very first inaugural year of the Simmons Bank Championship presented by Stevens. George, can you speak a little bit about what that means to you, means to Simmons, and then what we have planned for players and caddies this year?
Sure, Tracy, thanks very much. And I can't tell you how honored we were to be voted by the Players Tournament of the Year. It's especially special to us because we only had 52 players here in Little Rock. A full field event has 78 players. So we only had 52 who got to experience what we offer here in Little Rock. And for that group to vote us number one is very, very special. I would have to say that our Southern hospitality came out last year in full force. We had a couple of comments from folks on the first tee who said, man, there are actually people here. And the photos that we have, if you haven't seen them, around 18 as Padre was making that last putt, will remind you of some of the best PGA tournaments across the country. So our community really earned that award from the players.
George makes an excellent point. It is so meaningful. They're competitors, right? These guys have competed their whole lives, and it's different when they're competing and playing in front of people versus if there's not many folks out there. They really do care and they want to showcase their talent, and it's a sport that's obviously a competitive sport, but they also know that they're entertainers too, as well. So they really appreciate it, and Michael and I and all of us got numerous compliments from them about how wonderful it was being here and playing in front of folks. So it really does matter that the community come out and be a part of this.
Each year we're trying to continuously improve and get better and better. Everything from lodging, food and beverage for the players and caddies, special events throughout the week. As George mentioned last year, we had the Governor's Mansion dinner for the players. We're going to continue to add events to our schedule for the players and their families to enjoy. Right? It's a long season for them, so we want them to feel welcome, feel like they're at home. And then as we look at our events throughout the week and what happens with our fan experience, you learn a ton in the first year of an event. So looking at how can we improve that fan experience, closer general parking, more options at concession stands. And that's all things that we've really taken to heart from our surveys last year. And we have moved our general parking closer. Short 5-minute shuttle ride to get here. A lot more flat area to sit down and enjoy something to eat and really take it all in. So our main concession area, our fan zones are all being reimagined and enhanced going into 2025. We're super excited about that.
So speaking of the course and so forth, we kind of described some of the things that are different and happening out there. Michael, is there anything else you want to share about the on-course build?
Yeah, absolutely. You'll see outside today our on-course build is moving right on pace. We're super excited with the progress, and due to the corporate support that we've received, we're able to add structures and really enhance that experience for our partners to entertain guests. But we'll continue to have hospitality on holes 15, 16, 17, and 18, along with a couple of other areas. And that's, we are the biggest build for a PGA Tour Champions event, which is something for the whole community to be very proud of. But 16, 17, and 18 are all sold out, and we have very limited tickets left on 15th hole, as well as here at Arkansas Champions Club, which is probably the best hospitality experience in Champions Tour golf.